It's a very small break now, and we are here for the second match of the day. Is Electrifying Bluez versus Dhaka Nawaabs. So the second match on card. Already 5 runs scored from 4 balls of the over, where Bulbul Ahmed Tuhin 5 of 3 and Wahid Akhtar just comes in. Ismail Mia with his last ball of the over. Electrifying Bluez. They're trying to get electrified from the very beginning. Wide for sure, yes it is. So another run. Oh, sloppy. Very sloppy. Not needed actually. That throw, that extra bit of bounce from fielding, that ball just allows another run to be taken. So on and wide, a single and again an additional single. So 3 runs in this delivery. Last ball of the over. Oh, that's a brilliant cut. A late cut. Just placed that ball, utilized that pace from the bowler and guided it towards the boundary to finish things off. It's 12 without a loss after the first over. Electrifying Bluez. They have started electrifying this scoreboard. After the first over, it's 12 without a loss. Electrifying Bluez. Electrifying start for the Blues. Second over starting. So 5 runs for Tuhin and Wahid Akhtar. 7 runs. Both of them started well. They need to carry on this momentum. Cuts it nice, but a protection there at the deep point. They're gaining extra bit of bounce. We saw that in the first match, and we can see it in this match also from the very beginning. So these types of sudden bounces definitely will create some sort of difficulties for the batters. Again, that's a good carry to the batter. Back of length. No rooms or extra bit of rooms been given wicket to wicket, and that's been the key for the bowlers in this pitch to restrict the batters from going big. So they need to eye on that stump to stump bowling. They need to practice it harder from the very beginning. Again, no extra bit of space. That should be the copybook style for all the bowlers who will be trying to take wickets also. And from that narrow margin, you will often find things a bit difficult to score, to cut it late. That's the one I was talking about. Sudden bit of bounce. Last moment adjustment for the batter. He was just walking in front a bit, trying to utilize his crease, but you need to be focused of scoring runs from your comfort zone. Again, brilliant, disciplined bowling from Mohammad Jackie. Finishes things well. After second, it's 15 for no loss of wickets. Third over starting. A bit low. Outside off would been given. Placed it well. A bit of footwork from the fielder. Full-on football season is going on around the corner of the world. Champions League going on, the Premier Leagues, the La Ligas, everywhere. So having a bit of footwork just reminds me of that football bonanza alongside cricket also. Never forget about the final of the mega final of this mega BPL. Shortly in this evening at Mirpur Sher-e-Bangla. The Port Derby, you can say, Porishal and Chittagong. Oh, top edge, genuine chance, but it sailed over the bowler in a safe zone where no fielder can be placed. So lucky chance for taking a single by Wahid Akhtar. Oh, huge appeal. I think bat involved there. Yes, the umpire signals that to the bowler. So another run. So they need to bat sensibly from here. It's 19 on board. They've got some shots under their belt. And now they need to rotate the strike well to carry on the momentum. And again, a very gentle cut. Utilizes the pace of the bowler and placed it with a good timing for a single to finish the third over. It's 20 without a loss. You can see the batting card, 11 for Tuhin and 9 for Wahid Akhtar. Bosundhara Sports City presents Last Man Stands, powered by Ace and sponsored by T Sports, the one and only sports channel, the leading sports channel of Bangladesh, where you enjoy all kind of sports, whether it's football, cricket, tennis and everything. So hats off to T Sports team to pull this sort of enthusiasm well. Make some room. Missed by the keeper and just past the fence where Alif is there. Just out of that fence to fetch the ball. Yes, our co-commentator in action, like the Electrifying Bluez, where they've got the start. They've got the electrifying start, I must say. Good flow of runs, wickets in hands. So definitely a good one for them to carry from here. Slower, again slower. Timed it well, timed it late in fact, for another run. And that's the key point for their good batting, their sound batting, because they are utilizing the pace well. They're timing that well. They're getting those singles, doubles. Shuffles a bit. Tries that pull shot. Misses out eventually for a dot, a rare dot. If you can see the last 10 to 11 deliveries, you barely find a dot. Lots of singles, twos. Another single. Will he go for the second one? No. Stopped by the striking end batter. And definitely a good call from him. 27 on board. Dhaka Nawaabs trying to have a Nawabi return with some wickets. Top edge. Got the vacant end, but a brilliant fielding. down there, the deep backward point. Stops the ball and throws it well straight to the keeper. Restricts the batter for only a single. 4 gone. It's 28 without a loss. Electrifying Blue. .28 without a loss after 4. Electrifying Blues. They're playing blues with the willow. A brilliant drive, a brilliant drive, a brilliant piece of fielding there to protect the ball from going past the fence. 2 definite runs been taken. Will be 30 on board. A mix-up with pace, forcing the batter to think twice before going with some sort of shots, and they are just tickling the scoreboard with those doubles and singles so far. No, oh, brilliant bowling, brilliant. I was talking about the mix-up with pace, and that's the genuine pacey delivery from Mohammad Mizanur Rahman. Batter had no clue, just topped a bit before going for a big shot and had that inside a part of the bat. Played on. The first wicket down for Electrifying Blues. So Dhaka Nawaabs transporting that electrifying thing to the Blues with that wicket. 31 without a loss. It was, but 31 for 1 now. New man in, Mohammad Arifin Rahman Arifin. Oh, huge shout and given straight. Consecutive blows for the Electrifying Blues. I was talking about transporting that electrifying things, but now Dhaka Nawaabs playing blues with the ball, and the momentum totally shifted now to Dhaka Nawaabs. They have come back with that Nawabi style of taking 2 wickets, and Mizanur Rahman with that Nawabi. 2 consecutive wickets, and he will be on a hat-trick in the next ball, the last ball of the over. It will be 31 for 2 now. The EB, the Electrifying Blues, on the cause of just breaching that hat-trick, which will be tried by Mizanur Rahman in the very next ball. He will definitely block it. Mir Sabbir Islam, the new man, walks in a slow manner. I think he also is trying to just break that momentum of Mohammad Mizanur Rahman, trying to steal some time. Let's see if he just succeeded that hat-trick delivery. If he succeeds this, it will definitely positive side for the Electrifying Blues. So the Blues will face the blue melody of Mizanur Rahman with the ball. Last ball, hat-trick delivery. Yes, somehow he manages to block that hat-trick ball. Just a gentle glance. Rotates the strike. The new man, Mir Sabir Islam, with that single 32 for 2 after 5. The Blues finally finishes off with a sigh of relief. And to play some blues, to have some Nawabi with voice, let's welcome Alif in the comm box.
Thanks a bunch, Prantor. After 5, it's 32 for 2. Electrifying Blues. They didn't really have an electrifying start. Lost a couple of wickets. And certainly the story belongs to the Dhaka Nawaabs. A floaty delivery that's been driven through the covers. Lot of works to be done for the fielder, and he doesn't reach to that. It runs all the way for 4 runs, and what a start to this over. Salehin F. Nahian has been greeted with a boundary. Welcome to the middle, Mr. Nahian. Once again, a cover drive comes in, but this time around it should be cut off. It is. The Blues are eyeing for a counter punch. Someone needs to responsibility of cutting loose. Down the leg side, a quicker one. The batter was looking for a paddle. Just past the outside edge. The quicker delivery does the trick for Nahian. Driven and through the gap. 4 runs for Wahid Akhtar. Second boundary of this over, and ends this over in a very high note. 14 runs from this Salehin F. Nahian overs. In fact, 10, not 14 with this boundary. 10 runs and still a ball to go. Down the leg side, it's a wide. Despite this wide, it will be counted as a legal delivery, as this is the second wide of this over. 6 gone, 45 for 2. So Wahid Akhtar has fetched boundaries. Now it's time for Mir Sabir Islam. Had a great outing in the last game. Let's see whether he can replicate. Ill-directed from Mizanur Rahman. Down the leg side. Well, we see a sweep from Mir Sabir. It's not a regular sight to see. Sweep against a fast bowler. But this time around we have witnessed that. 47 for 2. Electrifying Bluez. After winning the flip of the coin, the skipper of Dhaka Nawaabs has decided to bowl first. Perhaps the result of the first game encouraged him for this decision. At the first game, there was a triumph for the stadium by 4 wickets against Rainbow CC. They chased down a mammoth total of 174. Well, that's a bumper. Pumped up really quickly. And this is wide number 2 of this over. It'll add 3 runs and the 50 has come up for the Blues. It's 53 for 2. They were under the pump, but with the time, the pressure is being removed. From the edge, a single to complete the 7th. 55 on the board in loss of 2 wickets for the Blues. A single to commence the 8th. Nahian continues. Had an expensive first over. 13 from his first. He'll be hoping to make a comeback. A genuine all-rounder. A stylish cricketer as well, with his long hair. And it looks so cozy when he takes the run up and his hair fly. But in the meantime, the ball races to the fence. Mir Sabir Islam takes the charge and slaps Salehin F. Nahian out of the boundary for 4 runs. Whipped away for a single, so runs are coming for the Blues. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, what was that? Absolutely a poor piece of fielding, and that also leaks runs for Dhaka Nawaabs. Just a tad bit wide, cut away. But there is some protection. So single to complete this Nahian over. 9 runs from it after rated 64 for 2. That's a good ball on the channel from Ismail Mia. He was also expensive in his first over. In fact, it's Fozlu Rahman, not Ismail Mia. There was an issue with the score. For this reason, I called him Ismail, but it's Fozlu Mia. In fact, Fozlu Rahman, the right arm seamer, an experienced cricketer, playing in the amateur leagues for a long time. From the edge, straight to the fielder. Good work from him as well. Quickly sent back to the keeper. You are watching Bosundhara Sports City Last Man Stands Dhaka League, powered by Ace and sponsored by T Sports. This coverage is coming to you live from City Club Cricket Ground, Mirpur. The second game of the day is between the Blues and the Nawaabs. Makes some room and drives it through the offside for a single. A single to complete the ninth. In fact, this is the penultimate delivery. The ultimate delivery is just about to begin. That's a mistimed pull, which finds the fielder in the deep at deep mid wicket. So only 3 runs from this Fozlu over, certainly a tidy over for Dhaka Nawaabs. After 9, it's 67 for 2. Right, so it's a good comeback from the Blues after losing 2 quick wickets. In fact, 2 consecutive wickets. They were under the pump, and over the course of the last 5 overs, they have been able to be back in the game. This time around, it's Ismail Mia. Certainly the bowlers of Dhaka Nawaabs will be looking for a wicket because it's a good partnership which is in building. That's a good delivery, a very good one. Right into the block hole and nicely dug by the batter as well. Wahid Akhtar did really well. So good cricket all around. A single has been fetched in the meantime. from the outside part of the bat. Runs down to the deep third. And once again a single. So 6 singles on the trot for Electrifying Bluez. It's been a procession of singles for them. 70 for 2 on the board now. That's in the gap. Will it run away? Yes, it does. 4 runs for Wahid Akhtar. Not the most controlled shot, however, he'll take it. The score moves up to 74 and it's going to be a big partnership between Wahid and Sabir. Appeal as well. No response from Mushfiq Nitol. 10 gone. It's 74 for 2. And it's the time for a change of voice in the comm box. Let's welcome Prantor Dianoy once again.
Thank you, Alif. It's 10 gone, 74 for 2 for the Blues. Just outside of Fazlur Rahman started well, but not well enough. It's a boundary. But what a shot it was from Mir Sabir Islam. Cuts that well, cuts that fine. A minimal space was given, but he utilized that brilliantly. Going with the flow of the bowler, going with the pace of the bowler, and just converting that to a boundary. That's kind of a mastering batting from Mir Sabir Islam. 25 of 17 now. 78 for 2. Electrifying Bluez. They have recovered well, but need to accelerate this rate. Top edge, kind of a sweeper from the batter. And finally, he ends up with a single. Was looking onto the ball. It was kind of a bit higher, but not that much higher to reach to the fielder at the fence. Slower one. Slashes hard and slashes it fine. For a boundary through that deep point. Flurries of boundaries for the Blues now. They are playing the Blues scale very well with the willow. Nice looking slash. Crisscrossed the bat very well and places it through that point, through that vacant zone, and then walks off fine, cuts it well, but this time couldn't get past the fence for another boundary. It's a productive over for the Blues. So far, 10 runs in this over, 1 ball to go. Again, a minimal cut space there. Cuts it well, but this time a better fielding on that deep backward point to restrict the batter for only a single. 11 gone, it's 85 for 2, the Blues. 85 for 2. Leggy in action, full toss. Flicks it high and flicks it well. Just in front of the com box. And I think it will be signaled as a boundary, or I think yes, it is 6. So again a low full toss. Sweeps it nice. Footwork. Couldn't just save that ball past the boundary fence. So boundary followed by a 6. 10 runs from the first to delivery will definitely increase the pressure. Maintaining up the pressure for the bowler. Salehin F. Nahian. This time he finds his line and length finally after those 2 full tosses. He's trying to toss it up high, and for that reason just lost his line and length totally. Lost his balance of the ball and it flighted just near of the batter. And Mir Sabbir Islam took the advantage very well. Wahid Akhtar tries that sweep shot again, but this time had that willow a bit in front of the bat, I guess. No, it's a leg bye given by the umpire. 98 on board now for the loss of 2. We are on the 12th over. Again, swept it nice and sweeps it towards the fence. Finally, 2 fielders converging to stop the ball before going to the fence. Now 1 run short of that 100 runs mark. Electrifying Bluez. They have got the tempo right. They have got the rhythm right. And a few guests near around that black screen, the side screen. And the side screen definitely just been blocked by some visitors over there. So a bit adjustment from the umpire for the batter. Dancing down the track. But just got back timely, I guess. Yes, it is. It's 12 gone now. 99 for 2, the Blues. And here's the the bowling card, in fact, in front of you, where Mohammad Mizanur Rahman, the lone wicket taker. Couple of wickets under his belt. Apart from him, a few economical performance with the ball, but rest of the bowlers just got the hammering on. Third over starting. Guides that ball well, guides that ball late. That's been the key feature of this innings for the Blues, and with that single, 100 runs mark coming up for the Blues. 100 on board for the loss of 2. They have got their wickets in hand. Wide outside off, width given. Very cunning bowling from Shumon Ahmed. Just a run. Top edge this time. Tries that sweep shot. Goes with that position early. But somehow manages a single. Top edge from the back. No one's there. So it is kindly a free space, a safe zone for the batter to target. One man only at the deep fine leg. Another deep third. And he pushes his partner for a single in this delivery. So far so good with the ball. Shumon Ahmed, just 3 runs given away. No boundaries and over boundaries being hit. Just getting onto his back early. A bit cross-footed. A cross-footed push again for another single to finish the 13th. It's 1 on 3 for 2. The Blues. Catch it, the call. But lands safe finally. Only a single. Instead of that catch, the catching chance. Tries that handsome pickup shot. But eventually just gets off with that single. Paddle sweep somehow brings another single on board now for Electrifying Bluez. Dancing down the track again. Driven nicely and drives it very well. Some sort of enjoyment for the spectators down there with that ball. But it was being placed beautifully by Wahid Akhtar. Just a couple of steps forward and then drives it brilliantly through that gate of sweeper cover for a boundary. Fantastic Friday it is. Not that much hot, not that much cold. A gentle breeze going on. And through that breeze, a bit of breezy push for another single. A bit of uppish. So boundary and then a single proves how much matchute batting they have been doing. So with that single, it's 50 for the batter. And he needs to get retired willingly. So 110 for 2 now, the Blues. The baton has been passed. Just a ball remains now in this over. Bosundhara Sports City, last man stands, powered by Ace. I've been watching the match in between the Electrifying Bluez and Dhaka Nawaabs. Again a low full toss. Couldn't guide it well with that cover drive for only a single to finish the scoreboard in a Nelson. It's 111 for 2. 15th over starting now for the Electrifying Bluez. Flat length onto his back with that cut a bit. Shuman Ahmed just focusing on bowling with that flat length, not allowing the batter to strike big. Has been a key feature of his bowling so far. The economical spell he has been passing for the Nawaabs. Again, cuts it very late. Mohammad Kamrul Islam Saad. Singles and doubles. He'll find lots of singles in the last 10 balls with only a boundary. With that brilliantly looked cover drive. And without that, no over boundaries for the Blues so far. Flat length again onto his back. Pulls it well. Finally finds a gap through that deep mid wicket. So after 4 singles in a row, they've got a boundary with the willow of Mir Sabir Islam. 49 he is in from 29 deliveries. So 1 run short of going on his self-retirement. In this match, so he definitely will be eyeing for a big shot to finish things off, but couldn't finally. Only a single. Touchdown 50 for Mir Sabir Islam, and another self-retirement on card. Yes, it is. Umpire Mushfiq shows him the way towards the dugout. And yes, it is. Just a bit of confusion at the middle, but yes, it is. It's 30 ball 50 for him. You can keep your head high, mate. A brilliant knock from him. So new man, another new man, I have to say, alongside Mohammad Kamrul Islam Saad. Said Lubab Rahman push on. He needs to push on very well from here if they want to score at least 170. Last ball of the over. Another low full toss onto that off stump line. Drives it well, but not well enough, except a single to finish things off. 15 gone. It's 119 for 2. And for the last 5 overs, dancing, jumping, cheering and all, I would like to welcome Alif again in the comm box.
Thank you so much, Prantor. It's great to be alongside. After 15, it's 119 for 2. The Blues, they're carrying on. That's a good shot. Over the top. And that's 6. From the meaty part of the blade. And that one had enough wings to fly all the way. Kamrul Islam Saad decides to cut loose. And he starts off with a maximum. Bowled him! A slower delivery has done the trick. Mizanur Rahman gets his revenge and gets rid of Kamrul Islam. He was looking dangerous, and it's a big wicket. 125 for 3. So Tanzir Ahmed Pyle is the new batter. Just dabs it and gets off the mark straight away. So we are into the death overs of the second game of the day. The Blues, they'll be eyeing to score something around 160 and even more than 160, because in the first game we saw 173 has been chased down. A leading edge lands safely. It's 126 for 3. Electrifying Bluez. That's a big heave. Oh yes! That has wings on it. It's a massive 6 over cow corner. A counter punch from Bushon. And he ends the over in high note. It's 132 for 3. Electrifying Bluez. Right, so the fireworks begin. Play and a miss. Was looking for an expensive drive, but just past the outside edge. Tanzir Ahmed Pyle is looking to be aggressive right from the get-go, because he knows what his role is. He needs to break free, and he's enthusiastic to take the charge on. Clipped off the pads in the gap and raced away. It's a boundary for Pyle, first for him. It was not an easy shot to play. The ball was swinging in and he had to clip it off his pads. But fortunately he got the timing right and got the gap as well. It's always difficult to pierce the onside field when you have 3 fielders on the onside, and the mid-wicket fielder was right at the conventional deep mid-wicket, one at square leg, one at cow corner. Despite that, Pyle was able to pierce that gap and get a boundary. Another single gets added to the tally. The runs are coming thick and fast for the Blues. Despite picking up a wicket, the Nawaabs haven't been able to pull down the run rate. Another single to complete the 17th. 139 on the board. 139 for 3. Mohammad Jackie, for his third over, has been the most economical bowler of the Dhaka Nawaabs side. Conceded 6 from his first couple of overs. And he is assigned to deliver the 18th. Perhaps he'll do the penultimate, in fact, the ultimate over of the game as well. Let's see what transpires. Cracked away through the offside, but that's straight to the fielder. Mention 140 should be the goal. 160, I beg your pardon. 160 should be the goal of the Blues. And if they can score more than 160, that'll be the cherry on the cake for them. Comes down the pitch. That's a mistimed shot. It was hanging in the air for a while. Eventually safe landing. And this happens very often in last man stands cricket, because only there are 6 fielders who can stand at the edge of the boundary. So we don't usually see fielders standing in the close-in position. For this reason, the batters, they have the luxury of playing those aerial shots. From the edge, and once again it lands safely. This is what I was just talking about. You can edge the ball, you can nick it. It can also hang in the air for a while, but it will land safely if it doesn't reach the boundary riders. That's cracked away. In the gap. One bounce. Into the fence. Boundary to complete the 18th. The Blues are having an electrifying moment. 146 for 3. 18 overs done. So this is how the bowling card looks like. Salhinif Nahian has been the most expensive bowler. Conceded almost 11 per over in an average. So only a couple of overs to go. The Blues have Pyle on strike. The aggressive Pyle, let's see. Yes, he keeps being aggressive. Edges it and finds a single. Not getting the meaty part of the blade. That's the problem for Pyle on that occasion. Sounded good, but not good enough to find a boundary. This is good bowling from Ismail Mia, that must be said. Has kept the batters, has kept things tight and not letting the batters to free their arms. So 3 singles on the trot for the Electrifying Bluez. They haven't been able to manage a boundary in this over. Got the toe part of the below. Once again a single. Bit of fumble from the fielder. Eventually sends it quickly. From the outside part, another single. Well, it's a no ball. It's a no ball. And it's gonna be a free hit as well. What have you done, Ismail Mia? It was turning out to be a great over. Only 5 runs from the penultimate over. but you have given a no ball. It means it's a free license for Pushan to put the ball away. Let's see. He slashes hard, finds the fielder, and the fielder drops the catch, although it would not be a wicket, even if the catch was taken. So that's the end of the 19, the penultimate over. Cost 7 runs. 150 has come up for the Blues. It's 153 for 3. As expected, Jackie is delivering the last over, has been drilled down the ground. They're coming back for the second, and this is very good piece of running between the wickets. Couple of runs in the first ball of the last over. You are watching Boshundhara Sports City, Last Man Stands Dhaka League, powered by Ace. That's a biggie. I don't think it's timed well. Yes! Finds the man. And they're looking for a double play, which will not take place. The throw was in the wrong end. And that's the end of Pushon in pursuit of a big shot. He loses his wicket, but understandable. In the last over, you need to go for the biggies, otherwise it's not possible to score quick runs. It's 157 for 4. Edged, and it runs all the way. It's a boundary for Imran Limon. Streaky, but runs matter in this stage of the game. It doesn't really matter how are the runs coming. Was looking for a big heave. Played and missed. A slower one from Jackie has deliberately taken the pace off on that occasion. He knew that the batter is gonna go after him. So that's the ploy he took for preventing the batters from playing that shot. Although he couldn't prevent that shot, but he has been able to produce a dot ball. Once again a dot. Back-to-back dots to finish the last over. And as I mentioned, the Blues will be humming around 160. And that's the case. It's 161 for 4. That's what they have managed to put on the board. So Dhaka Nawaabs will have to score 162 for wrapping up with the victory. Let's see what transpires in the second innings of the game. We'll be right back after a short break. Don't go anywhere. Stay with us.
welcoming you all to the run chase. It's 162, the target for the Dhaka Nawaabs. They need to continue their domination in this tournament as well. Getting a bit familiar in the amateur circuit. And they have a big task from here to surpass Electrifying Bluez with the target of 162. The first ball from Mir Sabbir. Wicket to wicket. Good one to start the proceeding. And a gentle push from Qazi Rushdi. So a single been taken to start the proceeding. Needs to go big for a few boundaries and over boundaries, and as well need to rotate the strike also. Pulls it well, pulls it through the gap. It's a six, flatter one, yet the powerful one from Mohammad Mehdi. Starts this run chase, his innings, with a flyer. A brilliant strike and a setback for Sabbir Islam now, after having been hit by the batter. Lower one, a bit of flat length, pushes for only a single. Sensible one from Mehdi. Gets his six, and immediately after that rotates the strike. That's definitely pass a message to the bowlers that they will go sensibly, they will rotate the strike, they will go big, and they will get the advantage of those vacant areas. Top edge. The third man is in action. Only a single been taken though. One ball to finish things off the first over. 9 without a loss so far. Needs to carry on the momentum and needs to finish this over good. Just leaves the ball to the keeper for a dot. It's one gone. It's 9 without a loss. The Nawaabs. High up in the air. Just a drop before the fielder. For another single now. They're trying those flyers, the skiers, playing a bit uppish. Well, that's definitely a risky move, but they need to get those risky move. Dot ball to start. Top edge again. Inside out cover drive straight into the hands of the fielder now. Well judged catch. Placed himself early and placed himself safe to have a sound catch to dismiss the opener. Rushdi gone. It's 9 for 1 after 1.2 Dhaka Nawaabs. A nice halt of this run chase for the Nawabs. Double run, yes, on card. So a double to start the proceeding for Shuman Ahmed. They need to give time. They need to give time to their batters, Dhaka Nawaabs. Again, good delivery, good bowling from Imran Limon. Follows the batter, reads the mind of the batter very well, adjusts his line and length. Wicket to wicket delivery, everything is on card. So he just needs the backup of his fielders. Short, wide, cuts off well, but not well enough to pass that boundary line again. One more runs added to the tally, 2 gone, it's 12 for 1, Dhaka Nawaabs. Twelve for 1, Dhaka Nawaabs after 2. Kind of a mixed match start for them. Just pushes for a single, and now they are pushing themselves for another run, and finally they've taken that successfully. So 2 more runs now, 14 on board. It's the only third over going on. 148 runs required now of 89 deliveries. Short and wide, a flat one, and drives it well for a boundary through that fence. Played a bit squarish, square of the wicket, and guided that ball very well. Just flat outside off. He just utilized his high blade very well alongside the pace of the bowler. Onto his back foot, drives it well again, a bit of footwork, just saves a couple of runs for the Blues. They need to be electrified in the field. They need to save those boundaries, save those extra bit of runs. 20 on board. I was talking about this mix and match with the start again. It's been kept wide so far from Mir Sabir Islam. He's trying to push the batter with no foot movement to work on with those cover drive or square cuts. Had a few top edges, so those will definitely figure out some sort of opening of the wicket gate for them. Oh, that's a good bowling. Extra bit of carry. Bounce and carry from the bowler. Just surprised the batter very well. It's 21 for 1 after 3. Dhaka Nawaabs. Not a Nawabi start from them. 2, 7, 12 respectively by these 3 opening batters. wide from the very first ball by Mohammad Kamrul Islam Saad. Not a good start. Just struggles a bit with that first delivery. It may happen. You're coming for the first time to bowl. You need to adjust it well. Drives it well. That square drive. Tries that single to be converted into doubles, but not. Just top there. So 23 for 1 now. Dhaka Nawaabs. 139 now to get. It's a long way down for the Nawaabs. That's kept low. Very cunning bowling from Kamrul Islam Saad. He's watching the batter very closely till the last moment. Follows the trigger movement, and that's very important as a bowler, to keep an eye to the batter, to your opponent, to get those trigger movements, to get those movements very well for going big. Again, flatter length, and pulls it well. Mehdi from nowhere just gets a boundary through that deep mid wicket with that pull. Just flexing his muscles a bit. Yes. .27 now on board. Within the fourth over. They are in a well tune to have those runs been chased down. 164 the target. Just a gentle flick for another single from that long on region. So that's been the key feature of their batting, Dhaka Nawaabs. They are fetching those singles, doubles, and at the same time they have been able to fetch those boundaries and over boundaries. Not much over boundaries though. Again, look at the running between the wicket. Converting those singles into doubles. That's very much productive so far for the Nawaabs. 4 gone, 30 for 1. Some sort of adjustment for the fielders by the bowler. Mir Sabir comes back in after his 2 overs. A bit of costly. 18 runs given away. Pulls it for another single, I guess. Yes, it is. Oh, no. No, gentleman. Not a good move. A bit of awkward bounce just before him, showing the pathway to the fence. 34 with that boundary, a lucky one for Mohammad Mehdi and for the Nawaabs. You need to be very sharp to stop those boundaries, and that's a gift for the batter, undoubtedly. Oh, inside edge, inside edge. Could have been another wicket, but results to a boundary through that deep backward square. A genuine nick, but that under edge somehow manages to bring another 4 runs into the tally of the Nawaabs. 38 for 1. They are in the 5th over. 2 boundaries in a row. Mir Sabir, can he find his rhythm back? No, not enough, I guess. Pulls again and pulls it smart. Hat-trick of boundaries. Flurry of runs for the Nawaabs. They are now showing the Nawabi with the bat. 42 on board for Nawaabs. 120 requests now. 3 consecutive boundaries. Mir Sabir doing the same mistakes again and again. A bit of length one or back of a length one, producing some thick edges, but finally it results through those boundaries. Picks up well and high enough, handsome enough for another 6. 4, 4, 4 and now 6. Mir Sabir Islam feeling the hit, feeling the pressure. No doubt about that. What a pickup shot it was from Mohammad Mehdi. Made some room, positioned himself early, and again Skyer, straight drive, straight enough for another 6. 4, 4, 4, 6, 6 to finish the 5th. It's 54 for 1, and it's the time for a break for the prayers, I guess. Yes, it is. It's a prayer time. And we are going for a break of half an hour minimum. We'll be coming back shortly with the run chase. And would like to see if the Nawaabs continue this run fest. 54 for 1 after 5. Chasing that total of 162.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back with the run chase. 5 overs have been bowled, and we were off for a prayer break since it's Friday. There was Jummah prayer for the Muslims. So, after 5, Dhaka Nawaabs, they have collected 54 in loss of 1 wicket. Certainly, this can be deemed as a flying start for them. Shumon Ahmed is unbeaten on 16 from 10, and his partner Mohammad Mehdi is going in great guns. He is batting with a strike rate of 300, which is absolutely sensational. Imran Lemon a simple tuck. Rotation of the strike. Down the leg side once again. Off the pad this time around. Rightfully called leg by Mushfiq Nital. It's Boshundara Sports City Last Man Stands Dhaka League, powered by Ace. The live coverage is coming to you from City Club Cricket Ground, Mirpur. Short, pulled, in the air, and above everything. Out of the boundary for 6. Sweet blow from the will of Shumon Ahmed. Short ball, all of a sudden, and he was on to it. From the outside edge, it will run away as well. A boundary. Fortunate run, certainly, for Shumon. Well, he'll take it. He should take it. It's 66 for 1, Dhaka Nawaabs. They need 96 from the last 71. Pushed. And pushed for a boundary as well. Well. The fielder didn't even run for it. He said, well, I'm going to save my legs. Let's not run. It's a cracking stroke from Mahdi. 6 gone. And Dhaka Nawaabs are going in great guns. 70 for 1. That's a lovely shot. Away from the fielder. 1 bounce and then into the fence. The flow of the runs continue for Dhaka Nawaabs. And once again, it's Mohammad Mahdi. Anything short, anything wide outside the off stump, they are not going to let any bad ball to go waste. This is great display of batting by these 2 batters from Dhaka Nawaabs. And the table has been turned in their favor. Slower delivery. Nicely dealt with. The fielder was just removed from that position. And it's a 6, a flat one. 46 from only 15 deliveries. What a knock he is playing here. Absolutely sensational from this lad. This is carnage. Complete mayhem here at City Club Cricket Ground. As a spectator, you love seeing this, and you would never get tired seeing this all day long. Once again, was looking for a big swing of the bat. Missed it this time around. But just look at the tally. 6, 4, 4, 4, then a 6, and now a dot ball. It's a series of boundaries for Dhaka Nawaabs. Cracking blow in the gap. Not in the gap, in fact, the fielder is there to cover it up. A single only to complete an expensive over. Is this the completion? No. Another delivery to go. I beg your pardon for that. That was the penultimate delivery. The ultimate delivery is just about to come. It's going to be Shuman Ahmed on strike. To the same zone. Lot of works to be done for the fielder, and he does really well. Stop the ball with his right leg. Good footwork, I must say. 7 gone, 82 for 1. Dhaka Nawaabs, and their flow of runs continues. So Kamrul Islam Saad comes back. Just getting his field right. Positioning the fielders at the right direction. There is a squarish third man. Deep extra cover. Long off. Conventional long on. Deep mid wicket, and interestingly the deep finding fielder is a lot finer. Will he go down the leg side? That's the question. Tanzir Ahmed Pail. Straight to the fielder. Shuman Ahmed does really well what he should have done. Just takes the single. And it's an opportunity for Mehdi to complete his 50. 47 from 17. A class innings. And this can be the last delivery. No, it's not the last delivery. It goes straight down the ground. But there is a fielder right at the direction of the ball, so it will just be a single. He has to wait more for scoring his 50. And as per the rule of last man stands cricket, if a batter hits a 50, he has to depart. He can bat, but after the departure of all the batters except the last man. Some unique and interesting rules have been introduced to make this format more interesting, and slightly a different one. We will keep you updated about the different rules as we go for the next delivery. He's not taking any sort of risk. He knows he's on the verge of hitting his 50, but just trying to be composed and cool. A little circumspect as well. Short ball. That's pulled. That's his 50. What a majestic way to bring up his 50 on the roof. And he leaves the ground like a king. Lifts up his bat for the photographers. And what a knock this has been. 54 from 20. I have just lost the count of boundaries and sixes. But this was absolutely mayhem from Mohammad Mahdi. He's done his job. 8 gone, 91 for 1 Dhaka Nawaabs. And they're certainly bossing the game at this point in time. Comes down the pitch, hits it hard. Fielder, oh my goodness, he drops it down and lets it go for a boundary. My goodness, it's all happening in the middle. Could be the important wicket of Shumon Ahmed, who is already set and going in great guns. But the fielder puts down another chance, a grand opportunity of getting rid of the dangerous batter. "95 for 1, Dhaka Nawaabs." A floaty one. Slog sweep, but this time around he shouldn't make the mistake. He does make the mistake. It's a 6. Butterfingers. Absolutely butterfingers. A change must be made, and yes, the captain is making the change. The 100 comes up in the meantime for the Dhaka Nawaabs. It's 101 for 1. And Shumon Ahmed also joins the party and inching closer for his 50. Cuts it nice. A fielder is in protection. The new batter is Salehin If Nahian. Went expensive with the ball in hand. Let's see whether he can compensate that with his willow. The left-handed batter. And interestingly, a left-hander after a long time. We haven't seen a left-handed batter in last man stand, at least in this game. Perhaps Nahian is the first one. Slapped down the ground. Straight away Nahian gets off the mark. And Shumon comes back to the strike. Will his aggressive approach continue? Or he will give some time Nahian to get settled in. And then he'll leave the crease. A single to finish the 9th. It's 104 for 1, Dhaka Nawaabs. So this is how the batting card looks like. Kaji Rushdi couldn't really flourish. Mohammad Mehdi has played a scintillating knock. 54 from 20. And now Shumon and Salehin If Nahian are in the partnership. Bit of width from Pushan. Oh my goodness, it's a no ball. So many no balls in this game. And it's rather rubbing salt into the wound for the Electrifying Bluez. They have been outplayed by the Nawab batters. And it's complete gift. Bowl him, but that won't be counted since it was a free hit. Well. What's happening? Is he gone? Wasn't that a free hit? The scorecard is showing the second one is down, but perhaps it's not the correct data. Yeah, it's under maintenance. Down the leg side, the keeper does really well to stop the ball. Otherwise, it would have been some runs for sure. Could be a couple as well. Although there is a fielder at the finer position at long leg. Is this the 50 for Shumon Ahmed? If this is, then he has to retire, but still he is batting. Well, interesting to see Shumon Ahmed still batting. Straight to the fielder and over his head. Shumon Ahmed hits a 6 over long off. I'm a bit surprised seeing him. Why is he still in the middle? He should be leaving the crease. He is leaving the crease. But after completing his 50, he has played a couple of deliveries, I reckon. But whatever has transpired, that's the end of the Shumon Ahmed innings this time around, at least for the temporary basis. Dhaka Nawaabs are needing 45 from 51. It's 117 for 1. Alright, so it's Bulbul Ahmed Tuhin. Concedes a single in the last ball. Mohammad Jackie gets off the mark and gets off the mark with a couple. Sloppy. Once again, a poor stuff in the deep by the fielder. An eventful over comes to a close. After 10, it's 119 for 1. And there will be a change in the com box. Pranto Dionoy will be joining in.
Thank you, Alif. Pranto welcoming you all in this run chase, in this fest of boundaries and over boundaries. In each over, the Blues licking boundaries and over boundaries, like the patakas, like the blasters, all around the ground. Ball is flying high and high and higher to the highest peak, from where the Nawabs can only lose the match after having at least a double hat-trick from the Blues. So Dhaka Nawabs are in full control. 10 overs, 119 for 1. Oh my God. It's a loosener. It was a gift down the leg. Tried that flighted delivery. Syed Lubab, beg your pardon. Has to be very calculative. There's a few adjustment of that side screen. I've seen some side problem from the straighter part at this com box end. Lofted high in the air. Oh! At the very last moment, he just dropped the catch. But it was a valiant effort from the fielder. Coming from the wide end to the long off zone. and tried to grab the ball. Coming through the air. Had to cover a few ground. Finally just dropped it just before having a balance. Another one. Ones and twos are coming thick and fast for the Nawaabs. One double two for one. Dhaka Nawaabs are cruising in. Flighted one. Drifted down to leg for sure. Turned down immediately by the umpire Mushfiq. Length one. Flatter. He pushes it for a couple of runs and taken. Taken eventually. Brilliant running between the wicket. Salehin F. Nahian and Mohammad Jackie. Two unbeaten batters down there. And they're just doing the basic things. Tried that flight, but ends up with that full toss. Sweeps it nice for another single from that deep square leg region. So it's 1-5 for 1 after 11 Dhaka Nawaabs. Flat and wide, not that much wide for calling it a wide. Good start. Coming round the wicket, Arifin. But this time he gets into the trap of wide. Tries to just get the ball away from the batter. But for that reason, he just losing his line and length a lot. 1-6 for 1 now. Dragged from that offside and sweeps it well, but not enough. Only a single been taken. Lofted, picks it up high and picks up cleanly. A clean hit. Clears the fielder at the cow corner region for a 6. Brilliantly played by Mohammad Jackie. Clears the downfield and eventually just helped the ball to get lost. (133 runs now on board, 29 requires of 42 deliveries. 2 balls left of this over. Finally, it comes back. What can we see now from the batter? 6-4. Straight. Dead straight and struck it fine and hard, but eventually ends up with a single more. And a good fielding by the fielder. Last ball coming up. Mistimed, under edge, long leg is clear. You can't keep any fielder down there, and an unlucky boundary conceded by the bowler to finish things off. 12 gone. It's 1-3-8 for 1. And here's the bowling card. A sorry bowling card by the Blues. Only a wicket for Limon. And except that, all the bowlers face the bashing. Thirteenth over starting now. 24 requires of 40 deliveries. Run chase is becoming a bread and butter. What a shot! Sweeps it nice. A valiant effort there at the deep mid wicket, but it couldn't stop the ball to flex it from that region for a 6. Another long hit. 18 requires now. 144 for 1. Placed himself brilliantly at the right position and then swerves it. Again shuffles. Shuffles long but missed it. Somehow managed that dot ball, said Lubab. Again shuffling, straight drive, high up in the air. And as usual, he just lost the ball under the sunshine. Another drop chance. 145 now on board. You need to take those catches if you want to win this sort of matches where the batters are in full control. Coming round the wicket. A back foot flick. Manages that single. They've been playing very sensibly. Uppish flick, but ends up for a single only. So another run fest over for Dhaka Nawaabs. 146 for 1 now after 13. 147 for 1, beg your pardon, after 13th. Tried that straight drive, had that top edge. But finally, he manages to have a boundary. Luck. Luck is on all the way for the Nawabs. 150 crossed. 151 now. And that's how luck favors the brave and the contenders, surely. Muhammad Jackie, 22 of 9 now. He's riding on his luck. Again a shuffle, again, but not this time. Just trapped. Lastly, Jackie shuffles a lot, tried that flick somehow, but could not manage it well. A quicker one, comparatively a quicker one from Arfin, and trapped him in front of the wicket for an LBW. 151 for 2. Dhaka Nawaabs lost their second one. Again an appeal and again finger gone up. Third wicket down, back-to-back wicket for Arifin. Oh my goodness, what a turnaround. Well, they have that luxury of losing wicket. Don't forget that they have 250 run scorer in the bench who got retired. They can come up at any time after losing fourth or fifth wicket, but now this time it's not basically needed. Sort of panic just spread within the dugouts. So 151 for 3 now. Dhaka Nawab suddenly just deeming down. And Arifin all of a sudden boosting his up for taking a hat trick. Let's see whether it happens or not. It's a perfect opportunity for Arifin for having another wicket to complete his hat trick. Settle down for Fazlur Rahman. The momentum they got, I think Fazlu will go for a big shot. And that can be a moment or an opportunity for Arifin to grab another, a quicker one or a slower one. A flight or a flat, which one? He has a flighted one. Almost a Yorker. Flicks it well for another run. It's just lost the opportunity of taking a hat trick though. Arifin bowls very well. 2 wickets of his name. Now coming round the track for the lefty. Salahin F. Nahyan, 13 of 11. Lofted inside out. No chance of the catch. Finishes off with only a single now. 153 for 3. Dhaka Nawaabs after 14. 9 requires now of 30 deliveries. Pacer now, Mohammad Kamrul Saad, after his 2 overs, comes back in, starts off with a single. And yes, Dhaka Nawaabs just 8 runs away from victory over Electrifying Bluez. So they won't be in a hurry to finish this match. Just 2 short away from winning this match. Slower, wide, drives it well. But the protection is there at the sleeper cover for another single. .155 runs on board now. Straight, lofted, higher, fielder underneath it, and taken. 4th one down for the Nawaabs. They are just making things a bit interesting from here. A bit troublesome for them. Dhaka Nawaabs. Last 10 balls, they lost 3 important wickets. 3 key wickets. Last 15 balls, beg your pardon, and last 10 balls they lost the 2nd wicket now. So things you can understand what's going on. Outside off, tries that wild swing of the bat. Ismail Mia, the new batter, comes in and tries his luck, tries his bat swing, everything. Straight high up in the air, fielder is there and now taken. What is going on? Going on wrong, 5th one now. 5th one now for the Electrifying Bluez. They have been electrified by their bowlers, and with those catches, sharp catches, getting back into the match. Mohammad Mehdi, Shuman Ahmed, 2 retired batters down there at the dugout for the Nawaabs, with Ismail Mia at the other end in the middle. So who's going to come next? .156 for 5, just 6 runs away, and they all are trying some heroics, which is not needed totally at this point of the match. 15 gone, 156 for 5. Oh, trumped him. Down the leg. Wide given by Imran Limon. Oh, clean bowled. Oh my God. Oh my God. Straight. Pushed him to go on the back foot, and Shuman Ahmed lost his wicket. .157 for 6. Comedy of errors for the Nawaabs. 157 for 6 now. Will there be any twist? Twist in the tail. Surely. Single been taken. And all of a sudden, tension arises. So this is the last pair. And if they lose the wicket at this point, from any of these two batters, needed to be bat alone. Oh, glanced it well down there, the deep fine. At the very last moment, it was being stopped. And surprisingly, no runs been taken, I guess. Well, just a single been taken. 3 runs away. Tension now spreads all over there for the Nawaabs. Sudden bounce. A surprising one from the bowler Limon. Just outside of it, was coming back in to the batter. Another heroic been tried by him. It's not needed. Truly not needed. Just 3 runs, that's it. And it's bowled. Clean bowled. Another incoming from Limon. Cleaned him up. What a delivery. Middle stump uprooted. Surprises and surprises all over the ground. Twist in the tail I was talking about. And what is going on? An easy peasy match just turned around from the Nawaabs to the Electrifying Bluez. And it's getting a bit tough. A bit tougher now for the Nawaabs, because the Electrifying Bluez need only one single good delivery to get rid of Mohammad Mehdi, who will be standing as a last man as per the game rule. But Dhaka Nawaabs need 3 important runs where he can't take a single. He can't take a triple. So he needs to score those 3 runs with couple of runs or with a boundary. Toughest challenge for sure. But the last man stands there. Drama everywhere, drama and drama going on in this match, in the second match of this Bosundhara Sports City. Last man stands, powered by Ace, sponsored by T Sports. Yes, as I was talking about that. He can't take a single. Lots of deliveries left now. 19 after this. So any one big shot. That's it. Oh, top edge. 2 runs could have been taken. Come on. Another dot. Pressure building up. Pressure mounting up. For Mohammad Mehdi. 55 of 23. He's standing there. For the Nawaabs. Fear spreaded. Now he's going back for the second one. No. Even not for a single. What is going on? The last man stands there. Mehdi. Kamrul Islam Saad with the ball down the leg now. Now 1 run comes short at this point through a wide. Must be a blessing for the Nawaabs. 160 on board, just 2 runs away. We all have come back after lunch or something. Will definitely be in surprise. Oh, top edge there. Well fielded. Very well fielded. No single runs can be taken, mind it. Any good thing happen from here for the Blues. Any dramatic end can happen from the Nawab's end. Tragic thing can be happened. Again a dot. They are in the field with all their hearts into their mouths. Dot to finish again. 2 runs needed now. 15 balls remain. But the most important thing about that last man stands there for the Nawabs. And at this point, for those 2 runs, let's welcome Alif in the com box. With some lucks for the Nawabs or for some lucks for the Blues, let's see.
Thank you so much, Prantar. And what a contest it turned out to be. Absolutely a humdinger of a competition between these 2 sides, Dhaka Nawaabs and Electrifying Bluez. And still, the pendulum is swinging. Let's see who brings the victory in their favor. 3 overs to go. 2 runs needed. Third man, deep cover, long off, long on, deep mid wicket, and a fine leg. It will be a dot ball. You can't take single when the last man is standing. It's getting intense and crispy. The second game of the day, and it's turning out to be a cliffhanger. On the pads, he won't run. He should have played the flick shot towards square leg or backward square leg. That would have been the perfect shot under these circumstances, because the fielder at mid wicket is far away from square leg, and there is a fine leg who is not also near deep square leg. Once again, clipped in the air, fielder. Oh my goodness, he drops it down. It was a tad bit short. I reckon, unfortunately we do not have the replay, but that was a real chance which should have been taken. Electrifying Bluez, Dhaka Nawaabs. Both the teams are in the competition now. Mohammad Mehdi is struggling. Played a scintillating innings with a bat in hand in the first phase. And now, when he had to arrive again, the bowler taking his time, getting his field right. 2 runs to get from the last 12. Once again a dot. Six dot balls on the trot. Two runs are seeming like a mountain for the Dhaka Nawaabs right now. Down the leg, clipped away. It's gonna be a boundary, and that's it. Mohammad Mehdi does the job for Dhaka Nawaabs and brings the victory for them. It should have been an easy victory for them. However, they made it so tougher and eventually win it by just 1 wicket. Even the last man was standing. So that's it. That's the completion of the second game of the day where Dhaka Nawaabs, they outplay Electrifying Bluez. It should have been a comprehensive victory for the Dhaka. However, it turned into a cliffhanger and ended with lot of turns and twists. We will be coming back with the live broadcast of the third and the final game of the day. Till